All right, so here I present to you a babbling buffoon. This black woman went viral a couple months ago um, on Facebook where she made a video of her fake tears and her fake crying, her fake acknowledgement that black men are experiencing a type of racism or a type of experience that black women can never really understand. And it's been, I haven't done it in video form yet, but I have already debunked her talking points and proven. I wouldn't say really debunked, but I really I proved that she's a fraud and that she's an actor and that she really doesn't give a lot of fucks about black men in reality. This woman is one of those life coaches, these how to get rich quick life coaches. And what she has learned and what she is trying to get into is this kind of whole manosphere thing, but she doesn't really understand, or she probably just doesn't know where to start. And so she just makes these. So she just really just made that viral video just to, get little sympathy points. And she's probably seen a lot of these so-called chameleon chicks or these fake black women who are in or magically into, red pill content. My bad. So yeah, this woman is basically trying to follow the footsteps of other black female content creators who are trying to get into the red pill. And really, this is just for monetary gain. They don't care for black men or their well-being. They're just seeing it as a cash cow because a lot of black men are vulnerable, and when they see a pretty face or a black female who empathizes with them, it kind of awakens their little inner simp. So that's why, to be honest with you, for me, I'm not impressed with any black female content creator. Not impressed. Especially when they are very silent about non-select black men, and they just kind of monolith black men as these are Ray Rays and Pookies, and it just kills the argument. I don't need you fighting for me when you can't even acknowledge I exist.
There's a real reason that we don't consider cis about black men that's the source of why they leave, why they end up in jail, and why some of them resent us. Okay? I can't get all the way into it right now because I've got to unpack it. I'll do that in a couple of days. Okay? But I want to get you started because it's something worth thinking through. And I would like for you to definitely share, definitely comment. I want to hear your thoughts on this, and I really would love for you to get this to as many Black women as possible. And I'll definitely I'll deep dive on it this week, but I want to get you started right now because it blew my mind when it landed. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm dealing with. Okay, you and I both know that we have historical wounds because of the institution of North American slavery. We're clear on that. Okay. Here's something.
A lot of black women just have this hang up where they think they know us, and it's like, we don't have to use slavery as a reference point on black male and female issues. We really don't even need to go that damn far. Hell, you can even just start as the 2000s. You don't even have to go back to the stereotypical 60s and the rise of third wave feminism. You ain't even gotta go that damn far. So this is an annoying talking point. Let me guess. Willie Lynch. They broke up the black family. Racism.
Oh, and let me say this for people who don't know me. Hi, I'm Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. Um, ah, I'm a PhD chick. I'm a cultural theorist. I have a background in identity formation. Okay, and so and I'm also
She's basically just a scammer.
this woman, and I'm really good at money. And uh, my focus is on healing Black women so that we are emotionally and economically free. Okay, and I am taking on humanizing Black men because
Because it's a cash grab. You're seeing other black female content creators make money off of pretending to sympathize with black men, and you want to get in on that. The problem is that she doesn't know who to align herself with. And I'm pretty sure she knows who Kevin Samuels is, but she knows that if she kind of reaches out to him, that he'll probably roast the fuck out of her. And she's probably afraid of reaching out to the black manosphere. So what I'm kind of picking up to a degree is that she's basically just kind of trying to do a female Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. That's the angle that I'm seeing. But she doesn't really, like I said, she doesn't, like she said, she doesn't know how to flush out her ideas. So a lot of this information is new to her, but she's trying to understand it, but not in a sincere way.
Black women, we have wounds that really interact with his wounds, and we don't know we do. It's one of the reasons why we haven't been able to build together. All right. And I'm committed that we build together. All right. And so I just want to get the context in so y'all know where I'm speaking from. So, sis, girl, okay, check this out. My boyfriend, okay, he's a great guy. All right. And he's a very black man. He's a black man. All right. And one of the things that
See, a lot of black women do this little bullshit, like, oh my god, I got a black man, I'm doing something, you know. You know what? At her age, her boyfriend's probably, I don't know. I don't know if I can't really tell if he's select or not.
I had to contend with is provision. Okay. This is what I need y'all to hear from me, all right? And I swear I wish I had more time right now, but this is what I want you to hear and start playing with. Please share this video now. Tag sisters, do something. Hurry up, because this could save your marriage. This could save the life of your son. This could make the difference for your uncle, your cousin. This could have you thrive and be a multimillionaire with the black men in your life if you get this one piece. And this is the thing. Because of the history of slavery in North America, okay, Black women have a historical wound around being heard. This is why voice is so important to us. Our screams weren't heard, we weren't protected historically, all right? Black men have a historical wound around being respected. Because of slavery, they were targeted because of their physical ability to beat motherfuckers' ass, right? They were torn down. Okay, so that's something you've heard me speak about before. But here's something I haven't spoken about that is showing up in my relationship that I want to pass on to you, which is this. My 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 guy has a real big value on providing for me. Now, I'm an independent woman. And if you're with
Gee, of course, this is the sarcasm and the backhanded compliments that black women love doing to black men, because they don't pull this shit with other races of men. They don't even pull this shit when they're dating women, but they only pull this shit when they're dealing with black men. Oh, well, we're a power couple, but not really because I have my own thing, and I ain't really trying to do this and that with him, but I got my own thing, and I love him because he's a black man, but you know, there's really no trust in these black women, and whether she's lying or pretending that she has a boyfriend is regardless. It's really the bigger picture that a lot of black women have zero trust in black men. And they can't even really pretend properly to admire black men, appreciate black men. It's the minute you get one compliment, you're literally bombarded with how incompetent you really are. Oh well, you're not as educated. Oh well, you're just not making six figures like me. You know, you're just not at my level, and you know I built you up. You're just not where I'm at. You know. Meanwhile, this is a scammer who thinks she's a millionaire.
Independent woman, holla at your girl. Okay, I can take care of myself. I got my own. Blah blah blah. Very neo. You know what I'm saying? Like Miss Independent, right? And so I don't. I love him for him. I don't love him for his money. Okay. Now here's the thing.
Whatever.
I need you to imagine for a moment, ladies. Check this out. Could you imagine being beat, whipped, hurt, and
See, this is bullshit, and it's so annoying. This is what happens when you really don't do research, and you just want to nitpick at racism, slavery, or just some kind of mythical black ass whooping that happened in the 1800s. Why aren't black women nice today? Why aren't black women submissive in 2022? Why can't black women change? Why can't black women be proud of dating a black man who is making meager money between $32,000 and $48,000? We're not even worried. And this is kind of how disattached black women are to black men, because black women literally think we talk about racism every fucking day. They literally think we're still in the 1800s, still scared of white men. I mean, sister, if you're gonna try to be fake and try to just scam your way, to make more money, or to scam your way into the black manosphere, at least do your fucking research. This is pitiful.
And chained in front of the woman or the people or your children, and being made to generate wealth, product, cotton, sugarcane, whatever.
What does this have to do with black women not submitting?
In service of somebody else's wealth to provide for his family, but you can't provide for yours. Walk with me on this, sis. Think this through. If you think about all the black men that you know and love who have left, or who have ended up in jail, or who resent black women for who have their own, take the case that is a historical wound around them not being able to provide. Brain.
You're really going there. You really going there, okay.
I need y'all to walk this wall with me so you understand what I'm saying.
And she thinks she deep too.
See, I thought that I really did think that
she really thinks she's deep.
My guy was flexing. Because he buys groceries. He's really big on taking care of me, but I can take care of me. So we have fights about, like, I got this. He's like, no, I got this. Okay.
And this is why the modern woman, the modern black woman, is chaotic, is egotistical, and is narcissistic. I will repeat myself. This woman is trying to make an argument for black women to be submissive and passive towards black men. Yet she can't even make a formulated point that she's thought of for a couple hours. She can't even get her ideas straight. She can't even get what she has to say straight about why black men are so awesome in her degree or whatever. She's wasting time talking about how unnecessary her own man is. This is bullshit. Really? And this is the shit that black men have to put up with, man. I don't know.
I got this. I can do me. So my independence triggers his inability to provide. Now, it's not the truth, but that's how it feels.
See, so let me guess. You're a millionaire. We live in a country to where where all demographics of men make more money than women. All racial demographics. Your male equivalent, whether, who's black, is probably making twice as much as you. If there is a male equivalent of whatever you're doing. I don't know your real job, but hey, let's just say the white equivalent of you. He's probably making 6 times as much money as you. But yet you are dating a so-called lesser man that offends you because he's uptight and insecure about his finances because you don't want to play housewife. You want to shove it in his face and make a point that, oh, well, hey, I just don't need your money. I don't need your help. This isn't, this may be a relationship, but I just don't want you to feel that you did something for me. If I buy something, it's for me. And black women literally think this is a catch, especially with these little old birds.
Understand? And I want you to understand this so you can really, really, really receive it in your heart space. Every brother that you know who's ended up in jail, if you think about it.
And this is the thing. You're wondering, hey, how come she's not talking about educated lames? How come she's not talking about black nerds? How come she's not talking about black men in the suburbs? Because she doesn't know us. She doesn't even know that we exist. And in these black women's minds, all they can really see is Ray Ray and Pookie. Why? Because Ray Ray and Pookie lay it down. So this ends up being the only demographic of black men that black women see. Ray Ray and Pookie. That's it.
Didn't end up in jail because he wanted to buy some tennis shoes. He ended up in jail because he was trying to provide for his family. He was trying to provide.
Really? So, Glocktavius is going to shot up Jimbo, over J's that didn't even fit his damn shoes because he wanted to provide for his family. Really, get the fuck out of here, man. I know niggas.
The reason why we go illegal, and I'm speaking as a witness, hallelujah, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, is because the society don't give us opportunity to do anything else. You see what I'm saying? So, but black men.
This is a lie. How okay? You're claiming you're doing something that's legal. You have a profession. You're a so-called doctor. You got a doctorate degree or whatever. You think that black men can't do anything legal? Like, really, that's an argument you're willing to make? And, this is the thing that black women do because they can't even thank us properly. They can't even thank us for anything. They can't thank us for the contributions black men made in the military, contribute to education, the tech world, the medical world, uh, civil rights, education. They can't even name black men in those fields. Yeah, they're like women like this are so freaking stupid that they literally have to make an argument. They're making arguments that Ray Ray and Pookie is shooting up the block as an act of revolution against the white man.
Get a job because he has a record, or if a black guy can't get a job because he have the skills because the teachers railroaded him into special learning classes, or if a black man can't provide because he has special needs and no one diagnosed him. So he's what the fuck is that? What else he want to do? What else is he going to do but do something illegal so he can provide? Okay, honey, I'll be finished in a minute. I'm not gonna be late. That's happy. Okay, and we don't hold it like that. We hold it like a threat or talking down or or making us feel
So,
weak.
basically, this is a reinforcement of what black women claim to hate so much: struggle love. This is a black woman who's damn near, who looks like she's in her 60s, trying to, you know, use her love of Ray Ray and Pookie as a revolutionary relationship of a black man who is against the system. He's not suit and tie, and he goes by his own rules. And what this video is really about is not just making sure that Ray Ray and Pookie's ego isn't intact, but just making sure, just kind of seasoning it up, the reason why they're in love with these men. It's not about the character or how big their dick is. It's actually because they're not afraid of challenging the system of white supremacy. Unlike you niggas who are suit and tie and boring as fuck.
At least I have. Let me say myself. Tell you about myself, right? But the point of it is this: my father, and I want you to walk with this because I'm healing my father wound as I'm being with my man, right? Is my father walked away. And I blamed him for walking away because I thought he didn't love me. You see what I'm saying? But what I look at now as I've matured, emotionally matured, what I'm being with is, oh, damn. A lot of times black men walk away because they're ashamed. They're ashamed they can't take care of us. They can't.
Yeah, you was the same woman, what, 2 to 3 minutes ago, talking about you're independent and you don't even need a man. Now you trying to be sympathetic. And, they know that Ray Ray and Pookie can't provide. So, this is basically a Pookie sympathy love letter.
Be with the failure of what it means to be a man in a society that
And is she really paid attention to what's going on in the manosphere, especially the black manosphere? Black men have zero interest in providing and protecting black women. Zero. So I'm not even really sure where you're pulling these talking points from. It's not from the black men I know.
rewards men for the ability to provide. And yet they have been literally, physically,
Because nobody's interested in providing and protecting for the modern woman. What the fuck you don't even get real love from these women. You don't even get a thank you. It's an entitlement. It's an entitlement that you will live and die for her. And she will just, when you're out of this world and you're dead over her stupidity, she'll just kick you over your grave, move on.
emotionally, mentally, and spiritually handicapped and being able to provide for that which they love. Do you understand? But we don't hold it like that. I didn't hold it like, oh damn, this is a wound for him. And I'm gonna tie one piece in there, God. I was gonna get one piece in there. For him not to provide for me is like a mother, a black woman, a mama not being able to protect her kid. It's in the same house for him. Okay? And it's not about ego. It's no more about ego than it is about you. Um,
If this man was to magically go to school, make good money, outpace her, have a better title than being a doctor, she would feel some type of way. Hell, she'll probably go to school, get two more degrees just to upstage her own man. But just ask this woman why she's not married.
being Hasidity because you want to feel good about
She knows black men so well, yet she's not married.
your body. That's not ego. That's a sense of self. That's your sense of self. That's you with you. That's you feeling good about you. And if historically you have been literally purposefully positioned to not be able to provide, literally not be able to make money to take care of your family, this like for centuries, that is a bleeding open wound. That is not ego. Ego is too simple. If it was ego, then you just suck his dick and it'd be over. But it's not. It keeps coming back. Do you understand? It's not that.
And black women's ego is to forever be better than black men. And this is why this kind of leans more into black feminism and this black laziness that black women do with their so-called affection for us, because they don't really love us. They just love using our bodies as an excuse to make money off of us. And when you ask this woman or women like her to, hey, take away racism, take away these old times, and just put it to now. The clock is on 2022. Put the clock here now. Tell me, why can't black men feel loved and appreciated by black women? Why can't you guys be submissive? Why can't you be happy with average pay from your man?
It's literally his identity is literally under fire because he has been robbed of the opportunity to provide for that which he loves. Do you see what I'm saying? So I have some other pieces to it. I want to tie God into it. I can't do it now because I gotta run because I got a client. But I need you to hear this. So I want you to look in your own life with your men and ask yourself, do you let them provide?
This is really the dumbest argument I've really ever gotten from a so-called educated black woman.
And I'm gonna get into a different conversation about provision being more than just money, but I can't do it now. But I want you to understand, look to see how you hold, and I'm not saying this, I'm being be gentle, sis. And brothers, do not try to let me talk to us. Don't talk to let me do it. I'm better at it than you. Don't you try to correct her. I got this. Okay? Let me do my job and you'll have wonderful women around you. Okay? But what I'm trying to say is if you flex, if you have more money than him and you flex, you are evoking 400 years
Of fucking slavery. Really?
rage and anger. If he feels
And that's it. I'm not gonna play any more of this bullshit because this is tiresome. This is a tiresome argument that a black feminist has been using against black men. That we're so stupid, we're so uneducated, we're so broke, we're so lowly, we're so in the bottom of the totem pole. That you, because black women are so enamored and in love with black men because we need to up the numbers and create a super black race. Yet you guys have to intentionally over and over degrade us, make us feel less than, and then ignore guys who are doing well. See, you want to make it seem like every black woman is a Kerry Washington. Every black woman owns a 500 Fortune company, And in reality, a lot of these black women live in poverty. But you ignore that. You ignore that shit. But you want to make it seem like, hey, black men are these little charity cases. We're not a fucking charity case. We don't need your fake pity and your bullshit.
That way, you can be prepared for him to be mad at you because you become the opportunity set that reminds him that he is a failure as a man. And there's not a lot of language for that. We get the fall. Thank you for the hearts, whoever's given them to me. We get the fallout of it. But I want you to understand something, sis. Society has trained us to treat black men like shit because that's how society treats them, and they get no grace. They get blamed for everything, and they're always the scapegoat for other people's shit. Okay, what I want you to understand, and this is as I heal, and I've done it. Look, I'm the president, and I'm a client of my own work. Okay, but we have as black women, we have accidentally walked into a landmine that was created in oppression. And there hasn't been tending to the oppression and the wound that has us not be able to thrive financially or emotionally together. Does that make sense? So I'm unpacking that as I live it, okay? And I'm
If you're so independent, you're making all this money. How come you don't employ your so-called boyfriend? How come you don't include him to your work? I went through your videos. I didn't even know you even had a boyfriend. I mean, honestly, I would have thought you were a lesbian at first. But it's funny. You want to give a lending hand to black men, but how many black women, so-called, are entrepreneurs or business owners, and they can truly employ their man? They can't do that because they're not making all this fucking money.
God, I want to say this one more thing. Let me say this and then I'll stop. I gotta stop. But I want you to keep sharing and keep tagging. This is an important conversation. This look. Who else is talking about this?
A million people. And you know what? The black manosphere done it better and been doing it better. This has nothing to do with the white man, racism, the Yakub theory, or any other woke conscious bullshit. There is no explanation or good reasoning that the modern black woman has that explains why she can't be submissive or cooperative with an everyday black man. I ain't trying to hear no shit about racism or the fucking white man. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are worse than Dr. Umar Johnson. And y'all don't even like him for his homophobia or alleged homophobia and hotepism. Y'all are worse than the hoteps. Y'all do the same fucking shit.
Help me reach us, okay? When a black man can provide for you, that, how can I say this, God? Please help me say it pretty. 1 second, babe, I'm almost finished. When a black man can provide for you, that gives his life purpose. I need you to feel me on this, God. I know I'm going to be late now. When a black man can provide for you in whatever way, emotionally, spiritually, blah, 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 you become his North Star. You become his reason. Does that make sense? You become why.
And I say fuck you. Fuck you. Black men are not a fucking charity case.